All right, we're going to start exit slip 27 and making our answer key here, and we're going to use a preferred strategy. We're looking at a word problem. It says, how much of a snack bar will each person get if 4 people share 3/4 of a snack bar equally? And we've got to write a number sentence. So we've got to decide, is this an add, subtract, multiply, divide problem? What is it? Well, I know in this case that we're going to be sharing a candy bar with 4 people. So we're making groups, and that is a division problem. And the hardest thing sometimes for us is to decide what's the dividend and what's the divisor. What are you starting with and what's the group size? And so this is where your brain has to do some thinking. In this case, 4 people are sharing 3/4 of a snack bar. So I am actually starting with 3/4 of a snack bar, and I'm dividing that up into groups of 4 because I'm sharing it with 4 people. All right, so to make sense of this problem, we should be thinking that these people aren't going to get very much of a candy bar. Okay, they're only starting with 3/4 of a snack bar. Dividing that by 4 people, you should be thinking that's going to be a very small part. All right, so it said to use a preferred strategy. And in the future here, we're going to be teaching something with the reciprocal, and it's kind of the traditional way of doing it. But for right now, when we're doing this, we haven't introduced that yet. So let's talk about maybe that common denominator theory that we've learned. And we know we can put this over 1. So I can start with 3/4, and I'm going to divide that by, and let's get a common denominator of 4. So I'm going to change that to 16/4. Okay, so we learned that we can divide across, and we know this works when you get that common denominator. So 4 divided by 4 we know is 1. So whatever is on top, this is our answer actually. So 3 divided by 16. Okay, that's going to come up a decimal, or we can keep it in a fraction form. And we talked about yesterday, this can look kind of weird using this form sometimes. But 3 divided by 16, remember divide can be a fraction bar. So 3 divided by, we can write it as 3 divided by 16, or 3/16 is a fraction. And over 1 just means divide by 1. It's one of those complex fractions. So really the answer is just what's on top there, 3/16. So each of these people would only get 3/16 of a candy bar. Notice my answer got smaller because I'm taking this candy bar, 3/4 of this snack bar, and dividing it up into 4 groups. So it makes sense that my answer should be smaller. Okay, number 2 is a little bit different situation. It says we have a 1/2 cup of pasta sauce, and that's 1 serving. That'll serve 1 person, a 1/2 cup of pasta sauce. How many servings are in 2 cups of pasta sauce? Okay, so again, we're division. We're going to be dividing this up into groups, but this time, okay, how many servings are in 2 cups? I'm starting with 2 cups, and I'm going to divide that up into groups of a 1/2, because I know a 1/2 will serve 1 person. Okay, so my group size in this case, my divisor is a 1/2. So 2 cups, divide that into groups of 1/2s. Now, my preferred strategy here, I think, would be just saying it backwards, and I can probably do it mentally. I know it's division. I want to say how many 1/2s can I get out of 2? Okay, and I know that answer. In this case, I know I'd get 4 because it takes 4 1/2s to make 2. So in this case, how many servings are in 2 cups? If I had 2 cups of pasta sauce, I could serve 4 people in that case.